When I was 16 years old, I went on a trip where I lived out in the Arizona desert for about 60 days and lived off the land. And when I was coming to the end of the trip, I remember the sun was going down and the sky was just bright red. And it was the first time that I felt this connection to everything. I knew in that moment, like that's what I wanted to share with people. If I could help people to understand and experience that connection that I felt, that would be a worthy cause for my life, you know? When I was first introduced to yoga, I was kind of at a point where I was seeking some kind of deeper truth in my life. One of the people that I used to just go out with and hang out with handed me a book of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali and was like, read this, I think you'll really like it. And I started reading it and it blew my mind. So I want to become a yoga teacher and a yoga therapist because I've experienced the healing in my own life. And I've come to the realization that, you don't need anything outside of yourself to heal and to belong and to, be accepted and know your place in the world. And I feel like spreading that kind of message and love and just helping steward people along their journey to self-realization is something that really fills my heart. And Breitenbush is so wonderful because it connects what I feel like is two different worlds. We have the ordinary reality that we live in, and then for me, there's a traditional reality, which is kind of based in my ancestral roots, Indigenous roots, where I come from. And a lot of that is tied to nature. So coming here and being able to be immersed in nature is healing in and of itself. And it's comforting to me because I'm able to be close to all of the natural medicines and elements that really heal me. Indigenous peoples of all areas were very tied to the land. Circling back around and having organizations like Breitenbush be involved in understanding the history of the place that they reside on and the historical, traditional ecological knowledges that were used to be stewards of the land here, and incorporating that as a way of life is important, not only to begin again to function as a part of the circle of life that we live in the place that we live, but also to continue to keep alive and cultivate the cultures of the Indigenous peoples that still reside here. To help Breitenbush rebuild and to help us continue along on this journey, please donate today. Thank you for your support.